Ahmed, if you look at all the 11 grounds listed against the Deputy President impeached yesterday by the House, this, in retrospect, applies to the political class as a whole, is it, including the President?
I'm glad you said it applies to the political class. Isaiah Berlin, a philosopher, argued that a totalitarian mind wants to create functionaries of his society and in the political administration of that society. What we are seeing in Kenya has a context. We live in a political post-colonial society in which there is an uprising against every state in sub-Saharan Africa, including even North Africa. So you have seen what happened in Sudan. There was a popular national revolution, and the army came in to stop the revolution, and the society broke up. In Kenya, the civilians are the ones who are in charge and not the military. So there was a popular uprising in this country. And what has happened is that they want to ethnicize our politics. The political class wants to ethnicize it so that they can get out of the politics of issues, of Gen Z, and of popular transformation. So there is a logic behind the political class and what they're trying to do. This is not some midnight dream of the president just to impeach Mr. Gachagua. There is forces, social formations that have come into government. For example, Mr. Odinga, as ODM, has come into government and trying to push their way to get their Nusumkati. There are political leadership in Mount Kenya are fighting for the future of their presidency. They are trying to get rid of the people they think will be an obstacle. But what is missing in the popular imagination of this country is the political economy analysis of what is going on. We cannot interpret Mr. Gachagua as the political economy of this country. We can interpret social formations that produce him. And Mr. Gachagua was picked by Mr. Ruto. And in the totalitarian mindset of Mr. Ruto, he wanted a functionary like Mr. Gachagua. Mr. Gachagua was brought into office and he refused to play ball. He tried to outdo the president on the president's script. And when the president saw that this was happening, he had no choice in the beginning. I don't know if you remember in another program, I criticized Mr. Gachagua ferociously over his statements in Kiambu, not in Kiambu, the woman from the Mau Mau who passed away. And Mr. Gachagua made a speech about the Mau Mau, in which he just ostracized the rest of Kenya and played the tribal card in a celebration of a national figure. You see, so the political understanding of what is happening in this country has to be understood that our president wants to be an autocrat. He wants to set the ground for extending his term, and he wants the people who are going to buttress that political agenda in the coming years. And I think this is a very dangerous precedent for our country, and as citizens we ought to stand up against that.
And for the record, the UDA party issued a statement about that bill by Senator Samson Cherargei.